Typical manoeuvre, chested it and then shot on the volley. And he puts that shot wide of the target. 1-1 here. Yeah, slightly rushed from Rodri there off his chest. A snap shot. Just watching this Bill Foden opportunity. It's a brilliant little shift onto his right foot. 12 yards out, right hand side of the box. He hammered the shot off the underside of the bar. But normally you see when Crystal Palace play there, that great one of the centre halves doesn't do it. But jump in on the midfielder. Monaco decided, well, we're just going to keep our shape. And it's just a city making the most of that big golden shot in just a moment, but Monaco on the attack to the back. Actually, he shoots the penalty area just too far in front of Balogun, who tries to keep it alive. Possible right-hand side is blocked out by Orleans. Monaco hold on to possession. Kira up midway through the city half, and the right-hand side of the pitch as Monaco comes forward. Actually, now takes it over with the right orange boots. Most of the Monaco players do.
Now I'm walking.
So this is actually back into the centre circle again. They're talking with these dogs, so they still available.
Right, now, let me see. Right, so, there's a few people I'd like to thank. Hang on. 1 second, hang on. Wait. Now, I need to put everyone down that's helped this channel, that support this channel. In the last 2 years that this channel has been around, there is a few people I'd like to thank. Now, in no particular order, it's like now, it's had obviously a lot more people, like, but in no particular order, but I'd say my 5 favourite people is in the top 5, top 6 people. And you see that Fauzi there? He needs 284 subs, Finn. Now, if we work towards that, we can get you there for Christmas. I believe. I really do. Yeah, but there's a few more people I need to write down, Finn. Because, like I said, you know my way works, right? So, I'm going to do this one more time. And I'm going to put a couple of people's names in the descriptions in my video. And I'd like you to write down all these names for me and put them in a fucking thing and send them to me. There's a few people, Finn. Like I said, bro, you're flying, you're in the 700s, right? There's some fuckers that aren't even past the first 50. You know, like, it's like, so I'm sat here listening to the football. I just been speaking to the family, you know yourself. I hope you're alright though, Finn. You know, one sec. Let me go out here. I was listening to the football. Like, I have a fucking bastard fire stick, right? But it's fucking cancelled. Hang on. Yeah, so Finn, on Sunday. So, oh wait, never mind, Sunday. Last night I spotted a hog in my garden, Finn. Honestly, I was like, here, get the cooker on. There's a hog in the garden. I can't see no coppers. I meant a hedgehog. And Finn, you wouldn't have even gotten a sandwich. See underneath that ladder, he thought he was in camouflage. And I poked him, or her. I don't mean I poked. You know what I mean. I prodded it, and she went into a bundle. And I looked over there, and I could hear little noises going, little squeaks. So I said, lights on, thank you. And I looked over there, and there was a little baby one over there on its own beside the hole. And it stuck his little head up. And I was like, no way, bro. A little hog in the garden. And it's like I was thinking of keeping it as a pet. But what I didn't realise was I had a little fucking family over there. You know, I could have making a hog homeless. And I could have killed loads of babies. Because that mother feeds our babies, Finn. You know, it's like, and if I had a fucking, like I said, I was last night and I was just under there. And I prodded it, I went into a ball. But when the light come on, I got me torch and I looked over there to see could I see any more. And there was a little fella over there, the little hog. You know, the poor little fella. You know, it's like, and I was like, Jesus. You know, the poor little fucker. I love animals, Finn. You know, and it's like this garden is a refuge. This garden is a refuge for, for loads of little animals, loads of little creatures. You know, it's like, but yeah, so there's about 100 people, Finn, that I've come across on YouTube in a few years. And like I said, right now, as far as I'm concerned, a lot of these people here, including yourself, like a lot of people here, bro, you know, and there's a few people I missed out. I was just writing off the top of my head, you know, there's all the fellas, you know, excuse me. So, Champions League on, I couldn't tell you what score it is, but like I said, Finn, you know that my way works, and the last time I tried to do this, many channels to the benefit. So why can't we do it again, what? There's a few small channels, Finn, that need our help, right? Now, there's a few new channels on the community, and I think me and you could help them. Like I said, right, I'm gonna write a list of people there. It's like that, are very good, and they've proved their worth. You know, we're not after your money, I'm after your story, because I want to compare it to mine, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So yeah, I'm out in the garden. Like I said, I'm gonna start writing on Sunday. I'm gonna start writing a few pages. First chapter, the matchstick. This is gonna be the hardest chapter, and it's only the first. It was always gonna be the matchstick, you know. Talk about fucking chapter, mate. Ah! Oh, fucking look at that! Look, I fucking held it upside down. It's like a fucking wand. I've nearly burnt the fucking hand on me, so. Nothing. It's like I'm in a place now at the minute where it's like I want to be a good parent, you know. And I need this pet. Like I said, Finn, I'm not joking. You know, my mom's grave a couple of weeks ago, my world turned upside down, and it's like I was thinking the worst. And your mind plays tricks on you sometimes, you know. And I'm fucking paranoid as fuck as it is, you know. But like I said, like saying Tom today, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna have him, I'm gonna take him on foot, and try keep him till Sunday if I can, you know. Uh, I get a lot of enjoyment out of him, you know. I love all my kids, you know. But he's the smallest out of them all, you know. Uh, he had me fucking scum thing, 'cause see that marble table in there, if he falls against that fireplace thing, I'm in trouble, you know. And like I said, he's walking out, sticking his chest out like a little monkey. You understand? He's a little unit. He's 1.5, and he's in fucking 3 to 4 year old clothing, you know. But he's gonna be my project, project Olympic Games target, the Olympics. That's what I want for my son. He doesn't know it yet, but I'll tell you one thing. I'll prove it. If God gives me a bit more time, I'll help my son, and there'll be a lot of people to help him, to push him. I already know it. He doesn't. He's only 1.5. By the time he's 3, he'll be wearing pads. You'll see me taking them up to the boxing club, you know, boxing little gypsy kids in the faces, and the eyes, and the noses, and standing on the gypsy toes, you know. It's like, listen, I'd rather teach my son how not to get punched in the face before he goes to school, you know, because I want him to learn and I want him to be focused and what have you, but I also want him to be able to take care of business if he needs to, real quick, in the esophagus. See the name for the throat. You lose your composure at 120 seconds, yeah, you only need 1-2 seconds to line it up and then send it. I will break you. You have to keep the old composure, you know. It's like, and Tom, it's like I want them to learn from men that have taught champions, you know. Like, I've never taught champions, but I know people that have. And if you're around champions, if you've got champions in the stable where you're resting in the gym, you know, discipline, you know, listen to your elders and your coaches and your peers, man. Because these have been here before. See, some of these old timers, man, they fucking punch it in your face and you'd be like, fucking hell, where did that come from? You know, and if you get a punch in the face, it's your own fault for being disrespectful. Like, I'm 51 years old, yeah, and I've always lived by that code. I've always respected me elders and looked for their approval. Now, I'm waiting for my brother to get in, go watching a movie. He's on his way back from uni. Uh, I never thought you'd do that, Jibri. I swear to God, you know, never in a million years I expected me two brothers to go to uni and do that degree, you know, just to make our father proud, you know. It's beautiful, you know, and we're gonna put the cherry on top of that. Yeah, you know, for three lads that come off a fucking council estate, boy God, did we fuck yeah. My brothers got thrown out of school. They didn't get thrown out of school, they didn't go to fucking school. My brother was working in a kitchen at 12 years old, Mark, and Alex followed him. He wouldn't go to school. He dropped in school. He walked through the playground and out the other side with their fucking clothes underneath their uniforms, little bastards. And he never went to school, and I'm so fucking annoyed with them because I know how valuable your education is, right? But they got jobs and shit. You know, they were like, hey, we're making money. We don't need to go to school. I'd sooner be in the kitchen washing pots, and that's what they did. We started off as pot washers, and at the end, my brother ended up becoming a very fucking good chef, mate. You know, and he worked for some good chefs as well. You know, but like I said, if you see your dad work his bollocks off, yeah, you'll do it. Like, it fucks me off. You have the Sunday World paper, right? That slates a lot of my family and my friends that I used to pal around with. And he never say anything good about the fucking area, you know. They're always putting it down. And it fucking annoys me, you know, because what a lot of people don't get, 96% of Ballyfermot community all work and are all law abiding. There's just a few bousies from different houses that have seen all the older lads do it. They've heard all the fucking stories, and it's like they want to prove themselves, okay? And some of these kids are stupid brave, you know, and it's sad because, okay, I'll put it to you another way. You have to be educated in the world you live in today, depending on the business you do. Look at Christy Kinahan, 4 degrees, business and management, construction management. He's a fucking degree in architecture or some bullshit like that. I don't know. But he's got 3 or 4 degrees. a cartel boss that's educated, you know, but he's hiding like a fucking sewer rat at the moment because he's one of the most wanted men in this world. You know, see, the one thing the federal government of America have is time, right? And see them fuckers, when they come with a RICO case, you better hide. Because once you're convicted and you're put in a federal jail, not your average Joe jail, you're going with loads of bousies, real category A prisoners, killers, cartel bosses, you know, and it's like, when I left Dublin, there was no cartel bullshit. We were just a gang of mates that had an ideology and we all wanted to be the man, or we all wanted to be one of them. And because we all had that mindset, that's why a lot of us are dead and a lot of us ended up in prison because we weren't thinking about our future. We were just thinking from day to day, you know, and the younger you are, if you prove yourself and make the older lads look stupid, you don't like that, you know, but you get 1 in 10 in every fucking city, you know. It's like I'm a nobody. I walked away from something that escalated into something that I never imagined. It's like, and you know, uh, I've seen a lot of good lads turn bad, and I've seen a lot of bad lads turn good. You know, but one thing I will say, I always give credit where credit's due, and if you should always listen to your fucking parents and your coaches and your peers and your mentors because they've been there, they've done it, and they know the routine. And you know, like I'm not talking like because I heard a story of somebody. I'm talking from experience, from being in Mountjoy prison at 21, looking over my shoulder for 5 months. You understand? I got fucking scalded. I got stabbed several times. No, with a knife, with a fucking screwdriver and a rusty nail. And believe me, mate, when that's going in your head and your shoulder and your back and your head, you understand? Cunts like that, you know, on top of you. And they lifted me legs from underneath me, Finn. I was facing the door with me bollocks to the door, Finn. Everybody could see me dick and me little balls and all right. But I couldn't turn me back there. He ran into the shower, bro. The screw that was in the shower walked out, bro. And I'm looking, yeah, and I seen 2 other lads walk out because there was 4 in the shower, and I seen the screw knob head at these 2 kids, and they walked out, and I was like, I just got that bad feeling in my stomach, and when I went to go to walk out, 3 people walked in, Finn. 2 of them had buckets in their hand, and I swear on me baby's life, bro, I thought they were gonna scald me. They would have burned me to bits. But, bro, lucky enough, they fucking threw the water, and I fell up ending me. You know, they were on top of me, stabbing me like these had trainers on, you know, with grips on. I'd nothing on, bollock naked. You know, the bastards, like, you know, the screw probably walked away. You know what I mean? It's like, and then it's like I ended hitting one of them with a bucket. I give him a rap of a bucket, and I caught him lovely, bro. You know, I knocked a couple of his teeth out. Uh, and bro, I was going to hit the other fella with a bucket, and 2 screws ran in and fucking attacked me. Well, no, they didn't attack me. They just pushed me against the wall, like, you know, with them big fuck off shields, you know what I mean? Whacking me in the hands and all. You know, so I react. So I did react, bro. They broke me fucking left hand. Do you understand? Here, mate, you broke the wrong hand. Bang! It's like, and you know adrenaline, Finn? It's when shit happens, and it's like, bro, listen, I was lucky to get out of that fucking prison. But when I was in it, like I said, Finn, I've never been that afraid. Like, buy me a coffee or fucking send me a prop. But I don't need crops and shit. So, like I said, Finn, I've never been that afraid in my life, right? To the point where I was getting sick and I was on my knees, bro, praying. I was saying, God, if you're fucking up there and you're listening, I really need your fucking help. I walked away from God and all that nonsense. I used to go to a youth club, Dublin Christian Mission Finn, for 5 years. Spencer McDermott and loads of the lads that I grew up with. You see, this organisation brought families out that come from high crime, low privileged areas. Finn, you know that place in Balbriggan where they send all the kids? And it's like, bro, I was one of them families where me ma, how are you, Andrew? So I was one of them kids whose ma, the Vincent de Paul used to come to, you know. And Finn, my dad worked, but my ma still struggled, bro. You know, it's like, and my dad, like, Jesus Christ, Lord rest him. You know, he worked for 31 years in 2 hospitals, and for the sake of £640, €640, 290 grand in insurance money. 170 was my dad's policy, and my ma just 120. And Finn, after my dad died, my ma couldn't even send a text message. Me ma was so dependent on me dad, Finn, she couldn't even send a message. She didn't even know how to manage money. Me dad always took care of that. But when he died, Finn, she left, instead of leaving a certain amount of money in the bank every month to take out the insurance money for £640, I lost two policies, one for 170 and one for 120. And you see, Pablo helped me get past that thing. And I said, if I can help one person, like I said, when you come into my life, Finn, I was like, I seen a younger version of me in you. You know, your brutal honesty. And when I heard you speaking about addiction one day, it just blew my mind. I was like, wow, either this kid is winding me up or he's fucking 100% because I know that behaviour and the way you were speaking about crack and addiction and recovery. And I was like, you know what, I need to fucking speak to that lad, you know, because you can help so many fucking people, man, you know. And I've seen the same in Jay, Jordan, and Jono, you know, because, like, it's one thing talking shit, but it's another thing saying, yeah, hang on a minute, I'm not a tough guy, I had none of the fighting, man, but yeah, I did grow up with a lot of fucking tough guys, and there's nothing alleged about it. Real ones, you know, who are dead now. It's like, so who wins in the end? You know, I left there, and it was the best thing I ever did because I probably would have been another being on, like I said, it's like the worst thing can happen is to go to prison because your family go with you. And when you have young kids, you know, like I made a deal with God at 21. I said, if you get me out of this fucking jail, I'll do everything in my power to make sure my son succeeds. You know, like I'm proper God. Like, you know, we've had to ask God to forgive me for some of the things I've done. You know, and it's like if God can forgive me, I can forgive anybody. Doesn't mean I forget though. I'll forgive anybody because I'm God's created and I have to. Because it makes you bitter when you can't forgive or you haven't got forgiveness in your heart. You know, you have to forgive people because if I'm God's fearing and I believe in the Lord, I have to forgive you. I don't have to, but if I'm God's fearing, if God died on the cross for us and for their sins, I can forgive people. Get the fuck out of here. You know, of course I can forgive. You know, but I just don't. It's forgiving is easy. It's the forgetting I struggle with. And I've had reason not to trust people in my life. My own mates fuck me over. I was laying on a railway line and I watched me mate walk towards me while I was on the fucking railway line, yeah? You can ask anyone in Cherry Orchard. Imagine this. Finn, picture this scene, yeah? And the geezer that did it, I'll tell you, but he didn't know I was on the railway line. So imagine this, Finn, right? You're my boy, right? You're my fucking mate, bro, and I love you. You come to me and you say to me, Jude, I fucked up last night. How'd you fuck up? I lost 50 pills. What? Bro, don't fuck with me. He's like, Jude, I swear on me ma's grave. I was at a party. I don't know whether I was robbed. I don't know whether I dropped them, but honestly, Jude, the- I've lost, I'm £1,400 in the hole. What are we going to do? I'm like, what do you mean, what are we going to do? He's like, bro, listen, I got an extra 50. I said, you fucking what? He said, I said that. You said it was all right. I said, you fucking what? So it's on me. How's it on you? We found a way around it. He could have been killed by this person only, but I paid that bill. 6 weeks later, I get dragged from Finglas in a van back to Ballyfermot allegedly. Paraded at the red wall in front of everyone to see, and for them to make an example of me. I was escorted from there over to the backfield. I was there, allegedly, half to death. And as I'm lying on a railway line, I watch me mate walk towards me. He's about 10 feet away from me. I seen him digging. I was like, don't you fucking do this. I knew what he was doing. He didn't see me. He blocked me. And when he walked up to hand me, he looked at me. And do you know what? Do you know the part in Braveheart where William Wallace realises it's Robert the Bruce that betrays him? I was looking at him and you know what? I just give up. I was just like, wow, bro, I'm your boy. Look what I did for you. And this is how you repay me. But he didn't know. I could see it in his face. He set us both up lovely, you know. And then I fucked off to England and I was totally died because three hitmen come for him. Three assassination attempts. Harper just told me he was dead. And Harper will tell you that he's a fucking mad sense of humour, the bollocks. You told me that. Harper told me he was dead. And I remember when Lisa Starr passed away, I don't believe in coincidence. I'm walking up a hospital ward and I hear someone going, Jude MacDonald. I turned and looked at him and I'd seen a ghost. I was like, you're a fucking dead man. I don't mean you're a fucking dead man as if I'm gonna kill you. You're a fucking dead man because the lads at home said you were dead. You know, I'm losing me shit, I'm having delusions, you're dead. He wasn't dead because I even had to grab him by his fucking neck. You ginger cunt. Mm. I was told you're dead, you're not real. Bro, let me throat go, will you? Fuck. Sorry, bro, you're at work. Do you understand? I lost me composure for seconds. I was on the way to see my father-in-law with Lisa and her family. And she was giving the worst news ever. And this cunt, Jude MacDonald, I'm looking at him, I'm like, you're dead, bro. What are you doing working as a fucking porter in Manchester? You're supposed to be in a graveyard in Dublin, so I don't know whether my mind's playing tricks on me. Are you fucking real? Are you a hallucination? Let me grab you by your neck. Now, seeing Gibbons, if I had to put my hands on him, he would have losing his job because he was going to beat my ass up and down that corridor and I was going to do the same. There would have been a problem. I couldn't believe he was alive. I was like, how, bro? He's like, if I tell you, will you forgive me? I said, forgive you for what? For what I did to you. I was like, here, you're fucking alive, aren't you? You understand, course I forgive you. You know, bro, fuck's sake, I told you were dead. He's like, you see me scars? I was like, go on, show me. you know, and it was like a badge of honor. He was like, yeah, look at me bullet holes, look at this one. I was like, yeah, do you want to see my ones? We were shouting at each other. Oh, wounds. I was like, yeah, that was annoying. He's like, yeah, but I bet you weren't shot with an AR-15. That's done. I was like, I bet I fucking did. I said, bro, it hit me in the leg, went up, come out me hip, you know. He said, I was hit with a 9mm 4 times. He said, I was hit in the hip and I travelled all the way and come out his big toe. I was like, he said, and you know the bad thing, bro? I was watching football. Me ma had a deep fat fryer on making. I said, what was she making? He's like, does it fucking matter? I said, yeah. He said, what are you asking? I was like, because I want to know. He said she was making chips and battered sausage. I was like, I bet you your sausage was battered, mate. He said, dude, you fucking adrenaline. He said, I made a schoolboy error. I said, what's that? He said, I heard a knock at the door, and I said, who is it? Next to the wall, bang through the door. It took me off my feet, bro. I bit me arse in the mirror in the sitting room. And here, the sitting room, the mirror's right at the fucking very end. Like he was hit, and a bit of his arse cheek landed on the mirror. You know, like I said, man, the power, like close range, you know, but he's still got a sense of humor, you know. And he's God fearing. You know, when the devil comes 3 times and you piss on him, you know, and he's God fearing, and I had to forgive him. Like, do you understand? It's like, even though a lot of my friends wanted him dead for what he did, I had to forgive him because we were both addicts at the time, you know, and that could have been me. I could have been able to get that for him. You know, he didn't know. I could tell by the look on his face. He had no idea it was me. You know, and he beat himself up about it for years. You know, he told me, he said, dude, he said, well, I used to dwell on things and I used to say, you know what, dude, will never forgive me for this, you know. But I do. And that's the beauty of forgiveness. Uh, but then, like I said, you know, even though my dad worked, my mom had to go Vincent the Paul and, you know, like a lot of my school uniforms, bro, my mom used to get a fucking docket and she'd have to go into town, into this big place with loads of fucking brogues, loads of shoes, skill coats, everything. You know, my mom struggled when I was younger, even though my dad worked his ass off, bro. Sometimes there wasn't much left, you know. It's like, but we survived, you know. It's like me dad, he did the best he could for us, you know what I mean? I went and fucked it up, bro, by bringing trouble to the door, you know. I upset me mum, me granny, me dad had a heart attack, you know. So I blame myself for a lot of it, but I fixed it with him before he died, you know. But when he died, it took a lot out of me. And everybody who was close to me got it. Like, I was taking it out on the people that I loved, and I didn't even realise I was doing it. I was just so blinded by guilt, and he was coming to me at night in my dreams telling me how fucking ashamed of me he was, and I was a let down and a fuck up. I'm in really intrusive dreams that nearly, like, bro, he pushed me over, you know. But now, when I hear that train, I laugh, bro, because that's my way of coping. Because I know how close I come to death, you know. Can you hear that? I can hear tracks in the distance. When you lay on a railway line, you can feel it. I had me cold air to the steel. I had a beanie hat on me that night, but believe me, the fucking railway line was really cold, you know, and I was sick of having fucked up dreams, and I was like, this is never going to stop. It's just like Groundhog Day. Every fucking time I go to sleep, you know, I'm afraid to sleep. Like, imagine being, oh shit, guys, here, my phone's gonna die. Ah, my phone's about to die. No. Shit. Ah, you dare do it. Shit. Hey, mate. But, one sec, bro. Let me get me pen. Give me a second. Hello, Mister Under a Blue Red Sky. I see it in there, bro. Hang on, lads. Yep. 1 sec. Here. Stay there. Don't go anywhere. Stay there. Stay there. Don't go anywhere.
Straight to John Stones, groans to the Monaco fans, and Pelican probably should have done a bit better there. The three centre halves are removable, and Manchester City overloading that central area. Reinders and Foden are having a field day getting on the ball. Bernardo Silva picks out Foden, takes out the penalty area, rolls it into the box. Reinders has taken that well.
Play a song for me.
Philip Cole, the goalkeeper, is able to save.
We are naked.
Reinders will be disappointed he doesn't find Erling Haaland, who would have been for a hat-trick. Easy tapping at the far post, but good goalkeeping from Jones. I think Eric Dyer realises he's having words with Tino Kiro and Salisu. Sometimes he's trying to step forward a bit just to occupy that space where Foden has all that free area. Exactly, gives it to Enzo Fati, miscontrols, manages to regain possession though.
Bro, I've lost me pen. Hang on a second.
He's not really sprinting to try and keep up with him here. Balogun went down, but play continues, and a cross into the left-hand side is blocked by John Stones and out from Monaco corner. That's better from the home side. He's still trying to win 2-1. Yeah, Balogun unhappy. I think there's a little scuffle with Guardiola. The ball popped out left to Ouattara. I tell you what, Diatta was in at the far post. This is the thing at 2-1. Monaco still well in this game. So they know they can Guardiola see the replay.
Right, bro, let me write your name down, because you've been on YouTube as long as me. Mr. Under a Blue Red Sky. Okay, bro, I got you.
Monaco got the corner out of it, which has been taken.
Yeah.
Balogun stretching, really good chance, and it's out for a goal kick. Donnarumma feel he had it covered, but Balogun sliding in, trying to smuggle the ball home, and that's about as close an opportunity.
Under a blood red sky.
There has been a goal in the championship. Millwall against Coventry, Andy Stevenson.
What a goal this is. Haji Wright with a bullet
Under
header. A wonderful cross from Milan Van Ebbe got the right. That might stop out what happened in the second half until that point.
Under a blood red sky. Yeah. Under a blood red sky. Yeah, bro, you've been around YouTube as long as me. I hope you're well. So, bro, what I'm going to do is, right, now there's a lot of people. Well, bro, listen, people are moving on now, and it's like, I've lived in the UK over 30 years, and can I just say this? I've never ever seen England and Ireland be this close. If you want to say that, it's like, because I remember a few weeks ago leading up to this march, it's like a lot of English flags and Irish flags together, and I think shit like that is progress. Like, if you want to hate people because they're English for the rest of your life, that's up to you. That's your right. I fucking hated the English when I first come here, and they helped me, and I couldn't understand the why. That I heard I understand history. We can't change history, but we can change the future for our kids, so they don't grow up brainwashed. You know, we're fighting a common enemy together. You know, and for all the people that say to me, oh, you're fucking set. Fuck you. You support an English football team. Shut your mouth. You know, that annoys me. You, the English, this fuck off, bro. Yeah, I want peace for everybody. You know, my first daughter, I called her Saoirse. It means freedom in Irish. Yeah. Jude McDonald's on him doing. Good meal, ma. Good in you come. Chucky la, Erin Cabra, Auckland, Erin the show to me that. People see the fuck she is doing your veil killing. It's got a meal, ma. Good. Jude McDonald's on him doing cunts to talk to. Would you like it in Spanish? Yes. Oh, hang on. Can you do me a favour? If you're watching this now, or any fucking time, Finn is on 716 subs. That means he's 284 away from 1,000. Isn't that fucking good? So, if you're not subs to Finn's channel, guys, bro, if you've got a few backup channels, Mr. Under Blue Red Sky, I'd love to see Finn get to 1,000 before Christmas, bro. He's a good lad, you know, and it's like we can all help people fucking channels on here. We don't make a carrot off this. It's like, you know, it was my decision not to charge people membership because I knew I was going to write a book one day. And for all I know, it won't fucking be published. It won't be successful, but that's not important to me. If I sell 10 copies. Do you understand? It's like, a lot of my friends are like, bro, you're fucking brave. I'll tell you that. But here, listen, you don't need to be brave. Well, what are you going to do? You know, I asked the people in power, would they have a problem with it? And they said no. So go ahead, knock yourself out, you. So I'm going to do that. You know, and we'll start on Sunday, and if not Sunday, Monday. You know, I'd love to have that next to me name. I've got loads of names next to me name, like Knob, Dickhead, but not author. You know, like I know me dad would have fucking loved that. Like even the fact I'm contemplating writing it, it's gonna fucking upset me. It's like, but it's like I have to do it. You know, like I said, I have a little project on me hands. Bro, look, it's like whether people know or not, we're all people at the end of the day, and we all go home to our families regardless. You know, and it's like for centuries, Irish and English people have hated each other, right? And when I first come here, a woman of colour, a black lady helped me, and it blew me mind. Because I was saying, hang on a minute, why is she helping me? I just went to chase her son around the street, you know, and attack him with a fucking wheel to the leg of a table. Because I didn't have a chance. Because I only asked him to get off the fucking wall. And he started all that fucking sucking his lips and all. So I was like, fuck you, mate. Bang! I knew I was going to get jumped on, and I was like, fuck you, I'm hitting you first, just to let you know, here, there's 4 of you, so I'm here on my own, fuck off. And fair play to his ma. His ma could have fucking killed me, or stabbing me, or macing me. She even had mace in her hand. You understand? It's like, but I didn't realise who I was dealing with. A fucking crazy family, but the one thing that saved me that night was the fact I was Irish, and she loved the Irish. I'll tell you what, if she had a hate in the Irish that night, her sons, it'd finishing me, leaving me in a pool of blood. like their adversaries and their enemies in Moss Side and Cheetham Hill. A week before I moved into that bastard house, it was sprayed. Do you understand? Fucking graffiti, except for it wasn't paint, it was fucking Mac 10 bullets. You know, taking chunks of concrete off and bullets through the door here. His brother Junior. They fired through the fucking shit, the house. They fired hundreds of rounds through the house and he tried to protect his ma, right? He dived on top of his ma. You know, bullets were coming through the door and he went in his back. He was protecting his ma, right? Severed the spinal cord. He was still in the fucking recovery unit. You know, I was out there having a bit of a fucking row. Like, I didn't even know them, you know, in all fairness. Like, I got to know them because I had a row with them, you know. Like, and I was outnumbered there. Outnumbered. The only good thing I had going for me was I was Irish, and the girl I was with at the time, she was pregnant. And the woman, I don't know whether she fucking felt sorry for me or she could identify with the situation I was in. You know, the fact that I was a young man, like, just like trying to live, and it's like I ended up fucking in her house and telling her my bleeding life story, you understand? I had her in tears. You know, she said, I'll help you. She said, let me help you. You know, and I said, okay. And she said, tomorrow I have a fridge, a cooker, and a 3 fucking piece Chesterfield. I couldn't believe it, you know. I was like, why are you helping me? She said, I don't understand the question. Why are you helping me? You know, I never got a straight answer out of her, but I tell you what, she was a kind-hearted lady, you know, who come to this country the same as me. She come from Jamaica when she was 17 because she got pregnant to the local pastor. And our family sent her, man, from our yard in Trenchtown to Kingston to Manchester, you know, and she had a few sons that were naughty boys, okay? And the week before, man, our fucking house was shut up, our living room, you know, crazy. You know, and our son was in the MRI, and he was after being hit a few times in the back, but one of them hit him in the spinal cord and fucking severed it. He was in a wheelchair. I have a friend at home, right, and the same thing happened. Bullets was fired through his door and his nephew got hit. And that's what we don't realise. It's like we do reckless things and we don't think that if we do something, yeah, and we fuck off, do you not think that they're going to come for you? Do you not think they're going to come to your mum's door or fire a few shots through your fucking brother's door just to scare you, and then they end up hitting one of your brother's kids? You know, no money's worth that in the world. Number one, your brother's gonna hate you forever. He's gonna blame you. My son is paraplegic because of you, fucking bastard. They come here, bro. They come fucking here. Look at me son. He's in a fucking wheelchair because of you. You know, imagine that shit.
The engineer equalised it is to get to it. Remember, Michael lost their opening in this group phase. Certainly showing a bit of fighting in the second half. Decisive visible.
You know, fucking madness.
This ball drifts through to Donnarumma.
Oh. What I like to see youngsters being led towards education. You know, like a lot of parents let things slide. You know, and I don't like saying this, but if your kid comes in and you notice him with a nice fancy bag, okay, and you don't say anything to him, okay, now you know you haven't bought it for him, okay, and his dad hasn't bought it for him, okay, and once your kids start lying to you, that's when you're losing control. Your son comes in the house, right, now, a blind Stevie Wonder, right? So I'm gonna give you a little demonstration, right? Now, my name is Joey. Oh yeah, I'm Joey, right? So Joey's out on the streets, and Joey comes home with 1, 2, 3. Right, so I'll put it another way. Right. Your lad comes home, yeah? Right. Your lad comes home, right? And he's got that. You say to him, son, where'd you get that bag from? Where'd you get that loot bag from, right? Now, you can't see it because it's in the dark, right? You don't say nothing to him. The next day, he comes in with another fucking loot bag. You say, where'd you get that? Joey give it to me, did he? He's very fucking generous, this Joey, isn't he? The next day, you see him coming in with a Louis Vuitton bag and you're like, hang on a minute. You say to your partner, here, he's bringing in bags, isn't he? It's like, and he keeps saying this fucking Joey keeps giving to them. Hang on a minute. Joey, give me that one too. Hang on, so you're telling me Joey give you 1, 2, 3 loot bags, yeah, and a Louis bag because he likes you. Okay. Where'd you get that phone from? Joey give it to me, did he? I suppose he paid for that fucking sarong in the back garden as well, did he? Go on, tell me he did. You know, I'm going down, yeah, I'll fuck that sarong through his window. And we'll see then if we get a reaction. Yeah, that was him being put into a fucking duffel bag, mate.
Then cut inside. Ryan just gives it back to Nico Gonzalez. This is 15 yards outside the box. A couple of little 1-2s between the pair of them. Monaco haven't touched the ball in a long time here. They try to jump towards Erling Haaland, but Tino Kjær is there. He's able to clear the ball away. Arsenal also from the last time.
You know, it's like if your kids watch Finn's YouTube handle, Jude, it's in the chat, bro. At Finno89 early, bro. Look it. If Finn gets past 1,000 subs, he'll put his foot on the gas. I know he will. It's like, and there's a lot of people in the community, bro, and a lot of people are fucking. Oh, guys, here comes my brother. Al,
Yeah, bro.
how many sugars does your friend take?
Now we've got a couple of drinks, bro.
Oh, cool. Sweet.
Right from the window.
Well, do you want me to piss off how he's away? And
No, sit down, do you think?
anyway, I'm Jude, mate.
Yes, mate, good. You doing
What
a
do you
live
wanna-
there?
Yeah, I do my lives, my YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
I've 4,000 subs on my channel.
5,000?
No, 4.
Oh, 4,000.
It takes you a long time to get them though.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
But I'm gonna go up out his way, because and let you still use that thing, you know. But I will be back down in a little bit, yeah, and I'll chill with you for a while. If I was like, I had a cups out and I was ready to get you like a cup of tea or, you know what I mean?
How as usual. Oh, yeah, I would have had a cup of tea in me, but
Yeah.
I said a fucking few guys so far, fuck it.
Why not, mate?
That's it.
Yeah, because we've talked all the times, all the link up in town, this, that, the other. The
Yeah.
gets off into town with his fucking mates, but doesn't take his uni.
No, well, you told me your pal was coming, so what I'll do is I'll just get out of his way for an hour, bro.
Tess, do you drink from a glass or bottle?
Right.
Is that the cold one, that?
Yeah.
Fuck it, go on, I'll have a glass.
You may as well, mate.
That's all.
I'll be back down a bit because I'll have a smoke out the window, you know what I mean?
Fair enough, lad, enjoy.
Yeah, man. Right, guys, I'm gonna come upstairs because my brother, he's chilling downstairs with his mate. You know what I mean? He deserves that beer. it's a well-deserved one. He's just finished university, you know what I mean? I'm really proud of him. You know, I'm so fucking proud of my brothers, man, I tell you now. You know, the two of them doing the same degree, you know, like I said, engineering, except for it's construction management in a way. If my brother wants to build you a building nowadays, he doesn't need to get no blueprints or whatever. See, AI can build it for you. A building! You just get the materials and put it together. You know, construction management. You know, what a fucking degree. Let me get the laptop. In fact, here, for fuck's sake. Oh. Right. Okay, right, come on. Let's go in here. It's a bit more clear. Come on. But, oh, come on. Right. Let's go in here. Right. Guys, I'm going to have to put this on the window, right? One second. Bastard. Now, I'm going to get comfortable. Laptop. Second. Toward the fire, I'll be running. Yeah, Finn. We'll see, can we get you near it, you know? Because, like I said, you belong in this community, bro. And I believe in you, and I believe you can get 1,000 before Christmas with a little bit of help, you know. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna make myself a smoke. I'm gonna smoke it out the window.
You're gonna fail, and you're gonna fail, and you're gonna fail, and you're gonna fail, and then you're gonna win. And that's life. Life without those challenges is just existence. Don't just exist. Go live. Eventually, inaction will cost you. But your default setting should be just get up and move towards that challenge.
New outfit, look. The loot one.
Something that's hard.
Like, we always get our stuff out of the company, you know. It's one of them. You know. It's like, it's not mine, it's out me, brothers, but we all like loot stuff, right? Finn, you could get, you need another 284 subs. And I think you can get them. You know, it's like, I believe you can get them. But, so come upstairs to chill, because like I said, my brother, he's just got in from uni, so I said, bro, I'll come upstairs and chill up here.
That's where I think the real truth comes out. I think there are a lot of people who are very talented who can make it there. There are very few people who can deal with the pressure and stress that happens when we're there.
I feel I'm the best ever. It's not bragging or boasting. The proof is in the pudding.
In my mind, I'm always the best.
I am the greatest fighter of all time. And when I hit you with a hard right hand, you will fall.
They win tomorrow. They win right now. If you're passionate about what you're doing, keep going, keep believing, reach for the stars.
Everything is always impossible until someone does it. Maybe it has never been done before. That's perfectly fine with me. But I'm gonna do it. Never say never. Because limits, like fears, are often just limits. Hungry dogs run fast.
And let the big dog think.
If you look at the greats in any walk of life, the greats
Right, so if you got my channel, I wrote down a few people on here, and I'm gonna try share a few people's channel. Cause like I said, next week I'm gonna be writing, so I'm gonna make a few videos. I'm gonna put about 100 channels in the description. Boom. Yeah. My work's on, I'll prove it. Right. Take it off, we don't need it.
I believe that whatever I put my mind to, and if I was willing to make sacrifices, and I was dedicated, that I could achieve absolutely anything.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. Maybe someone's don't like me because maybe I'm too good. You win some, you lose some. But you live to fight another day. And I've always believed like I'm the Michael Jordan of this industry. When I'm on the air, I'm the one that will make you want to hear from me. I don't care who I'm on the air with. I don't care who it is. It does not matter to me. By the time I finish speaking, I am the one that you're going to want to listen to. That's my attitude. If this requires 100% and you give me 99, I might want to fire you. Because I'm about getting the job done. Sure. It's about the results. And I think that, unfortunately, when we look at our generation,
can you hear the fireworks?
Preach about that.
Listen.
Because I think that we live in a society where people have.
This is Manchester. Can you hear that? Stopped.
Become masters at pointing the finger at other people as to reasons why things don't get done. I think there's too much explanation that goes on. But the bottom line is you ain't getting it done. And if you're not getting it done,
960 subs to go. And I'll hit me target of 5k. And I said I'd do it in 3 years, and I'm 2.5 years into this project. But I'm going to be working on probably the biggest project in my life next month. If I can write a quarter of it before Christmas, I'll be happy. I'm not a writer. And a great wise man once said you can't rush greatness. I believe that the story I want to write is like, it's great in so many ways, because it's like a box of licorice, all sorts. All kinds of shit in it, shapes, sizes, all different tastes. Different frogs, different strokes. It's like, but, I'm doing this for me dad. And for my kids as well. We'll have a go and we'll see, can we do it? Hello chat, I'm just here when. Shout out to you and your Mrs. Jade, you're a brave woman taking him on. But like I said, I'll be at your wedding. Definitely. It's an honour thing, like I said, some of my closest mates at home. They've invited me to their wedding. I never went, but I haven't been invited for fucking years. So it's like, and we're in the same country as well, so, it shouldn't be a problem, bro. As long as I'm here. Yeah. You never know. I could go at least, I could not, maybe, you don't know. You never know what's going to happen, bro, but we'll see. But I need to work on myself and, give her a break at the same time. Because, Finn, you know how hard it is looking after young kids. Your missus needs a break sometimes, or the ex, whatever, It's like, because I'm 51 and people won't say to me, oh, you can't at 51, why can't you?
I've always had my insecurities. What I firmly believe in as it pertained to me is that I always worked hard.
A man can only teach his son certain things, you know that, don't you, bro? You know, teach him the right way, not the way I would.
Betting on yourself is believing in you.
My dad raised me a certain way. I didn't want to do it his way. I wanted to rebel. My dad wanted me to read loads of books and be Nobel.
That's betting on yourself.
Fucking telling you, mate.
Your job. And if you
I am the Riddler. People say, Jude, you're a poet and you didn't know it. Listen to me, yeah. I've read books about famous poets, okay?
And you're a beginner, meaning right now you have a
But you can't say you like poetry nowadays because people say you're queer. You know, why? Because you like fucking poetry.
With a 100-year-old strategy.
Fuck off. It is what it is. Silly Generis.
This ain't you, bro. This ain't you. You weren't born like this.
You won't die, and if you do die, you won't care.
Because you'll be dead.
Because you'll be dead. Best case, you win. Worst case, it won't matter.
There's no luck in this game, man. It may be
It's you against you, bro.
but the luck happens after you bust your ass. And you put yourself in that lucky situation.
Come on.
Luck doesn't happen. You put yourself
So
in that situation.
look, might fucking happen.
And that's what people don't know. If you believe it, if you really believe that you could be something, if you have that little voice in your head saying, hey, you got talent, you can do this, then follow that voice.
Fuck your motivation. Fuck your motivation. You need discipline. Because motivation's not there every day. I'm missing motivation most days.
Wow,
Some
really?
days, yeah, sometimes I got motivation. Sometimes I'm like, fuck yeah, today I felt good. I can't wait to get to the gym. A lot of days, like, gotta get to the gym. And then once I get going,
Finn and Blake 6 pillows.
But it's that.
No, there's 3 in here.
It's hard because your body wants to stay comfortable. Your body will trick you. Man, today you should take the day off, Theo. You don't feel good. Theo, what did you get? Like 6 hours sleep last night? That's not enough.
It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend. Most people are weak. Most people don't want to go that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. It's miserable. It's lonely.
It's easy to get. It really is. It's the easiest thing in the world to do.
Word.
All right, man, I'm done. I ain't going.
Yes.
I don't feel like going to work. I'm done. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's very easy.
I'll have a cocoa. I'll have 3 today.
I know yesterday I got.
Yeah, I'll have what you have. Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Thanks,
We'll
bro.
do the same thing again today.
3 halal sausages.
That's the hardest thing in the world. To get up every day
And give 100% and still be in the same place at the end of the day. No, that's what you call insanity. Hey, Fred, you bowsy, you big fucking movie wrecker, you.
If it's as bad as you want to live, breathe, or sleep, whatever the hell it may be, I can work with you. A lot of people don't.
Oh, what team you waiting on? I bet you it's fucking Man City, isn't it?
You know how to do it.
I'm fucking right, am I?
How to be you or how to be me. You don't want to do it.
Like, I want to see what you do when you're tired. Let me see how you push yourself. Come on, man. Get up.
Am I right, Fred?
Get up again tomorrow. Get up again tomorrow. The next day. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Keep
Oh,
going.
shit.
How long can you maintain a positive attitude?
I need to go get a lighter.
It's you against you. You against you. And if you misunderstand that, you have a real problem. You wake up, right to work. Immediately your mind is.
But stop messing, come on.
No, I don't blame them. Don't be mad.
Do
You're laying
something.
there in your fucking bed, you're in the fucking hospital, you're 70, 80, 90 years old, you're thinking, man, I feel like I didn't fucking do something. Because you did. You didn't do it. You didn't do shit. You may have lived a great life, man, but you're always gonna feel empty inside. I don't feel empty.
The life you want is on the other side of a few hard conversations, and you're living a life you hate because
Right,
you're too
come on,
afraid
we
to
go
have.
outside. Me have a.
I think about that a lot. Hard times. Hard
Oh,
times
shit.
create soft times. Soft times.
What are you
create
laughing
soft
at? I'm
times.
crawling, I'm
Soft
doing what
times
Tom
create
does.
hard times. We are now.
Well, Fred, I
in
hope
soft
you
times
won.
and hard times.
Oh,
There's a moment.
God, no, you're always bored. Do something with your time. Nah, yeah, I'm glad. Like I said, it's like, well, you'll have him off your hands. So look at, I have Netflix on that over there, right? So I'm gonna come up. I don't think Mark's coming back tonight, so I have the Netflix on there. So I'm gonna watch a movie.
How good you are in anything, you don't have discipline.
You're nothing. Nothing.
Discipline, because you give up under the slightest struggle.
Michael Jordan. Boom!
Told me discipline.
He don't it. But do like you love it. Do what you hate to do, but do like you love it. So, there's a few good people on here that have supported me. It's like, yeah, look, what the fuck is that guy? Yeah, well, Debbie, get off the fucking podcast. Fuck off, you just keep running. You're very good at running. He's very good, David Goggins, at running and doing push-ups. But have you ever seen him fight anyone? Sean Strickland said he beat his ass.
And that means the harder it is.
The bigger the story. So yeah, we're going out for the smoke. Come on. Going out for a quick smoke. Yeah. But oh here, you know what? I'll put them fucking earphones in. Where are they? Yeah, I'm delighted I am. They're deadly, yeah. You know what I mean? Hang on, so Al's put me on some halal sausages. Trade them. I had 3 earlier on. No, I like them halal sausages. You know the chicken sausages. You know the way you peel the skin off for Tom. So I'm having a chilled one. You know, I'm in Mark's room. You know, it's like wearing the boys. So I'm sleeping here tonight. Look, many pillows I have. Look, yeah, all the pillows. Look, fucking pillow city, baby. It's like, you know, fuck's sake, man. I feel like Princess and the Pig. You know, and we go. Oh, go through the fire. Every morning. Oh. Yep, there with that. I'm gonna have a quick smack down here. Yeah, I just done me live now. Oh shit. So, oh, can I have a light? I'm just gonna sit over here. There is our way. Yeah. Yeah. The lads are having a couple of beers, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah. Well, I'll FaceTime Tom tomorrow about 1 o'clock. And then on Friday, I'll get him after the school run. Just hoping I'm able to manage him for 2 days, you know what I mean? But I'll do my best to do it, you know? Like, you know, it's like kids, sometimes it's like they're hard to manage. It's like, but, you know, it's like, that's all I've ever wanted to be, you know, is to be a dad. And I have the chance to do it all over again. And, you know, like, no pressure, you know. I tell you what, if you understood the pressure I was under, it's like, you just get it. But like I said, I'm here for the challenge, you know. Like, in all fairness, 2 weeks ago, fucking could have ended up in another house. But I said to myself, I have people here that can support me, and I didn't want the kids worried, you know. So yeah, I fucking soldiered through it, and it's like things could be a lot worse, you know. Well, you can do that if you blame want, because here's the thing. It's like if you, even when we're together, you wouldn't go out and drink because you know you have to get up in the morning with the kids. So, it's like, and the fact, like I said, Thomas coming down here, it's like he's around the boys all the time, you know what I mean? And as you know, he's got a few uncles, a few foreign uncles, he's got uncles from Ireland, England, Russia, Albania. Yeah, it's like, like I was hoping one of me foreign friends come up to me and see me son. I won't say any names on here, but this fella is very handsome, you know. How to do yeah, good lad though, you know. It's like see the thing that England did for me and has done for me is like there's people in England and Ireland from loads of different countries, and it's like I never imagined I'd know any Russians, like me brother, a couple of his mates are Russian, fucking, yeah, it's like it's like England, it's full of foreigners, I'm like a foreigner in this country. Yeah, about 1 o'clock, uh, I'm gonna do him, yeah, I'll talk to you about it tomorrow. But this weekend I'm gonna grab myself a hair doing me fucking hair, and it's like start writing, it's like and commit 6 hours every day to writing, just fucking hitting that book. Do you understand? And it's gonna fuck's sake, it's gonna take more than one of them books, mate. I tell you what, you know, it's like I was a bit concerned about a couple of the people that I'm gonna mention in this book, like, and I was a bit worried about like what they thought, and so I reached out to a couple of tough guys and I said, "Yo, tough guy, hello. If I write this book and I put you in it, you wouldn't be mad at me, would you?" Dude, why would I be mad at you, bro? Write the fucking book. I'll buy a copy. I was like, okay, So I'm getting it. Like a lot of me mates would buy it. It's like even if I only sold 100 copies, I'd be delighted. Uh, can I borrow your lighter a second? Oh no, go on. I'll just use that. Me brother has some sausage jars on. Sausage jars. Yeah, do like it. I mean, so we're going and get your autograph. Now listen, I'll sign yours for free. Huh? You know, I don't know. It's like I probably won't mention me bleeding kids. It's like like if I write this about me friends growing up, like there's some funny things in it and there's some sad things in it, and it's having the courage just to put it all together, it's like over me head in loads of little fucking like spaces in me fucking head, like the fucking sheriff and the satellite kid, me. Na, 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 na. It's like my escapades, memoirs. It's like, and some of the madness, like I said, I can tell you some of the shit that happened in that jail while I was there. Like I said, if I write a book called STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER, it'd be full disclosure. Like I've already reached out to a couple of nights, let's say, and I was concerned because it's like I was thinking like Like, I can't help who I grew up with and the lads I grew up with, and I still love them lads, right? And they still have love for me, and out of respect to them and their families, I reached out to one of them, and I got a reply back on, and he said, Jude, write this fucking book. Like, we all grew up together, you know, and I'd be buzzing if I got a mention in it, and I'd buy a copy. Yeah, I'll try. Like I said, I'm gonna fucking have this and go in. I have the laptop on. I have Mark's password for the Netflix. You know, it's been a good day. I went and seen my son today. I got made breakfast, eating pancakes. You know, I'm like, fuck me. Uh, no, like I said, it's like once I lock myself in and, you know, I'm doing this for my kids and for my family, not just here, but for the one at home that the media gives a terrible fucking time. Paul Williams, you cunt, you began to mention in that book as well. You fucking bastard. You're a shit person. Is it really worth it having to have a fucking bodyguard by your side every day and your bodyguard is a midget? You know, it's like you don't understand. It's like you printed lies about certain people and you put fucking ideas into other people's head by what you printed. And a couple of my friends were killed because of what you printed. You know, and this cunt, like, you know, sits there, like, and he writes these stories, and it's like, look, lies sell papers, okay? And this motherfucker is gaslit a lot of people over there. Good night, Lisa. Like, and, like, I remember my man telling me how hard it was years ago in Ballyfermot because she grew up there as a girl. You know, my mum was born on Landon Road. Uh, my granddad was a bit of a bowsy. He liked the row, yeah, and he liked the drink. You know, like my granddad now, I only met him when I was a kid. I have no memories of me mother's father. You know, I just have stories that I was told about me granddad growing up in Ballyfermot with his family. And nine, you understand, there was nine of my ma's family. Five, five girls and four lads, you know, and a couple of my aunties. Well, one of my auntie Rita, she was married to a Dunn. She married Peter Dunn, my mum's sister. Peter Dunn was my godfather. You know, I couldn't tell you who my godmother was, but I grew up hearing stories about my uncles and my mates' uncles and their mates' uncles. You know, like when I think of some of the head cases in Ireland, and most head case has a fucking nickname, right? You know, and that's how people are known over there by their fucking nickname, right? And it's like I give some of these geezers their nickname, and they've gone on to be some of the biggest gangsters in Ireland, you know. And it's like I said, when I left, they got more hungrier because I was only a low level fucking street dealer in a way. And when I left, it's like the little lads, they wanted to prove themselves to the bigger lads, and they proved themselves. It's one thing selling a few pills and a couple of ounces or whatever here and there, but when the media are saying that certain people are getting metric tons of cocaine through checkpoints and through borders, once you own here, see if you own the docks, you have the city. Do you understand? And I didn't realise the dynamics of it until I moved away and had a look back and realised like this has grown into a monster, and it's like Jack and the Beanstalk. It's just fucking getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and the more people have been taken out in Dublin gangland because people are ramming that cocaine up their nose and they're bumping off their mates and all. And that's what happened, you know. Like, there's a few people that got killed from Ballier, right, that have nicknames, right? I mentioned one earlier on, and there was a smell of whacker on him, I'm not joking you. I didn't like him. He hadn't got any, like, whackers and all. And I always knew he's the one to kill, you know. It's like, and he become a problem, Finn, and we had to take him out, you know. Like, he done fucking horrendous things, bro. Like, if you read what the media printed about him over the years and what have you, bro, it's all true. See him, he was an ill cunt, you know, and I'd be honest with you, I was always, I wouldn't say scared of him, but I was always on guard with him. I was always fucking, you know, 'cause he was just so unpredictable, you know, and none of us liked him, bro. And when he used to come up to the corner, we'd all fuck off. And he'd be like, what, you's all fucking off 'cause I've come up here. Yeah, we are. You know, you're not from up here, you're from the bottom. But like I said, he was a scary guy, and he had to put a couple in the back of his head to stop him. Geezers like that, like I said, that's the only way to stop them. You know, it's like, it's fucking sad because their families suffer, you know. It's like you don't realise your actions can affect your entire family. Like, you don't play well in Dublin gangland. Like, if you owe somebody money, you know, it's easy for them to send someone to your ma's door and fire through the window or the fucking door to frighten you. But what if your kids are in the hall? Do you understand? Like, you don't get that back. Like, if one of your kids are hit by a fucking bullet that was meant for you, try fucking digest that, mate. You know, I've seen it happen. I don't mean literally, but I know families that's happened to in Ireland and in Manchester. You know, sometimes your family ends up paying for your stupidity. You know, and I see the same behaviour in Manchester. Like I said, it starts off with man bags, and then man bag leads to new iPhones, and you don't check your kids. You know, it's like, and these are the little telltale signs. Like, if your son comes in with a £400 bag, and you know that you've not bought it for him, it's not come from the catalogue. His dad's not got it for him. You know, and you don't ask him where that's from. He'd be bringing a brand new phone in. You don't ask where that's from. The next time you see him, he'd be like, whose bike is that? It's mine. Hang on a minute. Them bikes are £5 grand. Where did you get the money for that? Finn, that makes me so sad. Finn, man, I tell you, man, that must be one of the most frightening experiences a person can go through. Knowing you're locked in the boot, yeah? And these bastards are pouring fucking petrol in while you're on fire. You know, like, there's one thing trying to put the fear of God into somebody, but you made your fucking point. Like, Finn, Liverpool's a scary city. Scousers, I tell you what, bro, I've been around some tough guys in this city. But I tell you what, you see them Scousers, bro, we've got honour, and I'll tell you what, they're dangerous. You know, they're fucking dangerous. But anyway, I'm going upstairs to choose a movie. Yeah, because Max left his laptop from. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to have a cup of tea. I'll be back down. I'm going to put my phone on charge, guys. Sorry, brother. You just get it. I'm gonna put this on charge upstairs. Yeah, the lads are having a drink down there. You know, it's like, no, it's nice and chilled. You know, it's like I have the laptop there. I'm probably gonna watch a movie on the old laptop. I have the Netflix. You know, so one sec, move you bastard thing. I need me I need me fucking yoke. 1 second. Get over there, you bastard. Stay there. Right here, 1 sec. Password. Go on then.
The more epic the story, and by consequence, the more epic the
Right,
hero.
give me a second. I'm going to get me cup of tea. Well, Finn, look what happened up there a few months ago, or last year. You know, like people running into houses with fucking guns that aren't on safety, you know. Like anybody that's been around firearms always knows, listen, you never go into anyone's house with your weapon on, not on safety. Like that's a big no-no. And even that sounds nuts, but a lot of these kids I'm fancy in Liverpool, there's just as many guns in Liverpool as there is in Dublin. You know, and there's young kids getting manipulated into fucking taking out people and doing hits. You know, like there's 2 kids now that are up on trial. They done something a few years ago, and it's like, obviously they went not guilty, and I went to court and they had CCTV, and yeah, see him, like I said, he'd be a target, him in jail. Everybody'd want to hit him for what he did. You know, that little baby, Olivia, you know, she's a little girl, Finn, you know, and like running into someone's fucking house and using a kid as a shield, bro. Listen, there's some psychos in jail and there's some murderers, bro, and the one thing they don't like is child killers, bro, because there's a lot of people away from their kids that love their kids, and then you have cunts like him. There's a lot of tough families in Liverpool, bro. You understand? He'll be never safe where he goes. You understand? He'll never be safe. You know, child killers, and you can't let them forget. The best thing to do is to blind him. So he's in the darkness for life. He'll have to rely on people. He'll become a victim in jail. And that's what he deserves, because he's a fucking scumbag child killer, and we don't like child killers because a lot of us are parents, right? And there's some things, bro, I'd fucking kill myself. If I chase somebody and fire the shot through a house and I hit a little girl, bro, I'd put one in my head. You know, I couldn't live with that. You know, I couldn't live with the fact my kids saying that my daddy's a child killer. I couldn't live with myself. Once I'm fucking happy. I always thought the odd time of who boss was right, you know. Bro, listen and I tell you, look. Someone kills a fucking kid, bro. That's not grassing. You know, I'm a dad, bro. Listen, if my bastard next door neighbour, yeah, killed my child, bro, yeah, would I want justice? Fucking right, I would, but bro, he wouldn't make it to the police station. Do you understand? I'd kill him with my bare hands and I'd ring the police and said, I did it. I did it. He's dead. I'm here now. Where's he? I'm stood over him. Is he dead? He looks dead. He's not moving. I've stomped on his head about 20 times and his face looks like a vagina. What you mean? It looks like it's been fucked. Right here, I'm going to get me sausage. I'm eating halal sausage. Proper halal. 10 halal. Have you seen Four Brothers Spin? 4 Lions, sorry. 4 Lions. 1 sec, hang on. 1 sec. I'm gonna watch a movie that my brother told me to watch. It's called John something.
You're not my brother, let's your bank straps together. You're not my brother, let's your bank straps together. You're not my brother, let's your slap rats together. Car case, there's no sign pass together. You're not my brother, let's your bank straps together. You're not my brother, let's your bank straps together. You're not my brother, let's your slap rats together. Car case, there's no sign pass together. I lost my bro too and shit, I'm in the same mode. I know you loved and you missed every day, bro. It's 6-figure hits on the week 50 mate road. Another case sold, slap out his main dome. It's high for a night. Yeah, that's really how this game goes. Your mum's stressed out, I can see it in her face, bro. Wishing I could take a wishing you come straight home. Life's fuck, life's so shitty little game, bro. Maguire brothers, Billy running around. Yeah, they came up on that Kendu in the back of the house, and it was you, wee man, really shutting it down. They want these rats and these snakes 6 foot in the ground.
Big flicky on the big whack, I'm going sick, man. All I know is sick trap, sick drop, sick drop. I'm hitting missions and we did graphs. My life's been a bit mad. I was wanted as a younger living life. I've been 21 in jail, I'm on my 21 savage. No heart like a tin man, cleaning up like a big man. Clean up, clean up, clean up. I gotta clean up. I'm too young to sit down, I can't put my feet up. I have to come off social media because it's fake. Instead of spreading love, it's spreading hate. They forget I'm only human and I make mistakes. I really started at the bottom, they should call me Drake. I went from eating jail food and now I'm eating steak. When I was hungry, bro, they never offered me a plate. So I had to learn, if you want it, bro, you've got to take. Especially when it's money that you want to make. I only had to keep a weapon because it wasn't safe. The real can relate to free me brothers that ain't got a date. Most of the time, they got girls that ain't gonna wait. He came to jail when she was born, now she's turning 8. Got them making cakes out of biscuits to celebrate. Because they've got him boxed in like a heavyweight. He can't eat, losing weight like a featherweight. He smokes spice because he said it makes him levitate. You're not my brother, let's your bank straps together. You're not my brother, let's your bank straps together. You're not my brother, let's your slap grass together. Car case, there's no sign pass together. You're not my brother, let's your bank straps together. You're not my brother, let's your bank straps together. You're not my brother, let's your slap grass together. Car case, there's no sign pass together. I just wanna smoke my weed, count packs and hook a beat up. All the risk I had to take just to be up. Now I'm smiling at the re-up. Mix money, G, they know I fuck the tea up. Take chances, make choices, pull up in some Rolls Royces, straight gold, stay gold, you know we got some great voice. Doing cemetery visits, can't remember these lyrics, can't stop, won't stop, and I'ma never be finished. Said it makes him feel numb, self-medicate, trying to find peace of mind, can't, so he meditates. Said he thought about death, but he hesitates. I just told him stay strong, bro, never break. Remember waiting on remind, he never set a date. Think I'm back to when I'm young, I never went on dates. I hit road and stole leaves with a set of plates. I seen people getting shot at a steady rate. Never cross paths and ain't fucking about. No, it's jump out, I'm putting them down. Now it's just a peace billet, when we look to the clouds. Yo, wee man said he looked your hoes, is doing you proud. And you're missed by your mum and dad, your sister too. Yo, everywhere you step, Bill, you lift the room. The boys are outdoors, so commit the wounds. And when it's go time, they're going sick with brooms. You're not my brother, let's your bank straps together. You're not my brother, let's your bank straps together. You're not my brother, let's your slap grass together. Car case, there's no sign pass together. You're not my brother, let's your bank straps together. You're not my brother, let's your bank straps together. You're not my brother, let's your slap grass together. Car case, there's no sign pass together.
Right, I'm not putting me tea on the window or my brother will go mad. So, Finn, I'm eating halal sausages tray, you know. So, I'm gonna, okay, let me see, how do I get Netflix up? Show me. Where's his Netflix? Hang on, search. Netflix. N-E-T. Okay, come on, you motherfucker, you. Oh, yes. Yes, we're straight into Netflix, right? So, John Carter. Okay, John Carter. Let me see. Yeah, we are in. I'm in John Carter, baby. Show me John Carter. Okay. John C-A-R-T-E-R. John Carter, he said. I'm sure he said John Carter. Oh, is it spelled J-O-N? Has anyone seen anything good on Netflix? I'm fucking Fred, don't fucking tell me. John Carter. Oh, it's not. It's on fucking Disney. You bastard. You fucking bastard. Browse. Serious. Films, games, serious. Home. Oh, what you being a bell end for? I don't want to watch Raw. Fuck off. Film. I'm going to watch a film. That's what I'm going to do. Dark Winds, when a strange or seemingly unrelated crime strikes the 1970s. Show me, baby. My list. New and popular. Okay, show me. Oh, wait. What was that thing I was watching before? Hang on. Oh, man. Come down here a bit. Come to me, Babylon. Right. It's like Alice in Wonderland, Alice in Borderland, 3 seasons. No. Black Rabbit. I don't know what to watch, you know.
I have no alternative but to discharge the jury and release the defendant. All rise. I have no alternative but to discharge.
Oh, come on, bro. Or am I just gonna watch some interrogations? Yeah, I need some inspiration. It's like I'm gonna go out into that garden next week and I'm gonna listen to the birds and I'm gonna write a few chapters. Or I'm gonna write one chapter at least. You know, it's like there's just something inside screaming at me, telling me that if I don't do it, I'll regret it. You know, I'd like to dedicate one of the chapters though to my little brother and sister who lost their life in a fire in 1979. Without a doubt, I have to write about them. You know, and I'll also write about a few good experiences and bad that I've had with a lot of naughty lads, you know. I've been around a lot of naughty lads. Adolescence, Supercell. What's that? The Gentleman, Osama bin Laden, I've seen it. Do you know what? Right, so YouTube, let me see. Close Netflix. Where's YouTube? Come on. It's like I can watch a few documentaries, you know. I mean, it's 20 past 10, guys. I'm gonna fuck off very soon. Yeah. Hang on. Police interrogations. Police. Like red tree crime. Like you get some people that think they're smarter than the police, and once you start thinking you're smarter than the police, mate, and I'm soldier, Mrs. Dismembered friend, and Adley can, right? Halal sausage. Cup of 10 team. Get up out of that. Oh, missiles incoming. Sorry. Show me where he is.
The sexual tension is exploding.
This is going to be a fun season.
We have a standard, and that standard is excellence. Oh, predicting is total chaos. Ah, what in a past life to deserve this?
No.
He said, "You're gonna help me with this."
This guy just remembered his mate, like, there's nothing.
Shocking interrogation video in a gruesome murder. An army deserter admitting to taking part in the alleged killing and dismembering of a man.
Hey guys,
The man you saw there.
I'm gonna do 15 more minutes and then I'm gone.
His friend that he said was like a brother. In fear of his own safety after the victim's body was found spread across multiple locations in New Mexico. We're on the case, presented on Crime. I'm Chris Stewart. We just received new interrogation video that's frankly chilling to see and to watch. It involves 3 men, 1 victim, and 2 suspects. All of them served together in the Army. I want you to meet the victim in this story first. His name is Matthew McLaughlin. He was 25 years old. He was an Army veteran and originally from West Virginia. Most recently, he was living in Taos County in northern New Mexico, not far from the Colorado line. Matthew's family said that he went missing on July 26th of this year in New Mexico. He was reported missing a few days later on July 31st. When police were looking for Matthew, his family wrote on a GoFundMe page that a big obstacle in the investigation was Matt's roommates being, quote, evasive and uncooperative. Matt was living with 2 people who he served with while he was in the Army. One named Rainer Joyner, the other named David DeGroat. Now, they had served with Matthew at Fort Benning in Georgia. The 3 were all out of the military, but Joyner and DeGroat, in ways a little bit different, it seems, McLaughlin, because they were said to be deserters. They actually had warrants out for their arrest because of that.
Yeah, I'm having a few sausages. I'm watching
He was described by law enforcement as an Army veteran.
I like watching police interrogations, Finn. They use a thing called the read technique, yeah. And basically, psychological profilers use this technique, yeah. Like, psychological profilers, like guys that.
There's some sort of cat in the room during the interrogation, so you'll hear that animal making noise. Let's play part of the interrogation video for you.
We're here in reference to
This geezer is in the army. Obviously, he's seeing things over there and what have you. And Finn, soldiers fucking kill in war zones. And then they come home and the government or the country expects them just to go back to being a civilian after fucking seeing people blown to pieces. And
the whole story. So again, like last time, like I told you last time, now that we are out in the open and we're at the situation we are, from the beginning to the end, I need every possible detail that you have in reference to the situation. Do you want me to explain to you the whole
it's like,
movie trailer?
Finn, I don't know whether you probably like them, I'd probably eat them, but I'm that used to eating chicken halal sausages. Bro, I like them, they're really tasty.
Because I would tell him about Matt still had a drug habit and he's still talking shit and making moves. Stop joining himself, so engaging. I told him, like, hey, no, don't kill him. Just kick him off the track or something. And then give him a straight talk.
You go down.
To the point where it eventually came down to the point where he said that he was going to go with the plan for Matt to get killed. So when Matthew was over in Colorado, dealing with the VA, getting all that stuff done to himself,
It's not good.
Grocery store, pick up groceries. We got dropped off at like a Samuel Jason's house. I went to go walk in there, just walk in the room. Like the cart with the groceries and everything.
Finn, cereal, like I said, I like cereal. Cereal's cool. You know, it's like sometimes at night time we can't be asked making something to eat, you know what I mean? Because it's like, it can lay on your stomach at night, you know. So it's like,
Sticks it to his face, it hits him in the jaw, which makes his eyes swell up, and he starts to choke out his blood as he hits the floor. And then he hovers over him with that execution shot, gets him right on the temple.
so I have tomorrow, Finn, yeah? And then on Friday I'm going up to get Tom in the afternoon and bring him down, you know, like, this is his home too, this is his family's home.
The other suspect, he claimed that Joyner shot McLaughlin with an AR-15 and then a handgun, with the motive being just a roommate dispute.
On your timeline, you have rough dates or something.
Rough dates, I would say July 25th is the
Well,
execution date. Okay. Everything else is more just a murmur.
because my sister,
So my
a lot of the food she eats is halal, obviously, like, you know. I just got used to it over the years, you know what I mean?
I want you to explain to me the plan that you're talking about.
They're very tasty, Finn.
Okay. So his idea was initially he was gonna come up the road that we were gonna have, and he was gonna try to snipe him with this
No, man.
from a distance.
I'm not having any drinks on the fucking bed, bro, because this laptop, me, bro, go fucking insane, bro. You know, he go mental, bro. If this broke, he'd kill me, bro. Fucking over $1,000 or something he paid for his laptop. You love corned beef to munch on and an omelette. Have you ever tasted that bacon grill? It's called. It's like, it's smoky. It's fucking cut real thin and have it on toast. It's nice. Oh. So I'm gonna make myself one more smoke. I'll have that now with me tea, and that'll be my last one for the night, Finn.
How was it discussed?
It was discussed in person because he showed up a little bit beforehand, and then Matt wasn't there. We just tried to talk about it because he figured Bones would be talking shit like that no matter what.
Was it earlier that week?
He did show up earlier that day.
Yeah, I'm gonna make myself a big one. So it'll last me, you know. Right, fuck it, we don't normally do this at this time especially, but go on then. Go on then. Go on then. I have a bastard headache, mate, so I'm going to be going very soon. But Finn, I'll, if you want, listen, I know, I want to do a StreamYard together. Text me on Instagram and let me know. It's like, and rather than do me live, like I said, if you let me know tomorrow when you say, right, Jude, I'm free at 12, or I'm free at, I have to ring Thomas at about 1 o'clock. So, like I said, if you want to do it in the morning, fucking, and I don't normally do lives with people, but Finn, yeah, I'd like to see it get to 1,000 subs, and I believe it could happen this week. you know, Pablo helped me, and I said I'm gonna help somebody, and Pablo helped me get past losing a hell of a lot of money, bro. He planted a seed in my head. You know, doctors tried to do that for a long time, and you know something, Finn? Pablo fucking saved me, he rescued me. You know, he planted a seed in me fucking head, bro, you know. Like, Pablo's 55, yeah? And he's been dealing with mental health since he's 6. You know, so over 50 years nearly, you know what I mean? And he's been like a big brother. He's been like the big brother I never had, like, especially on YouTube. Pablo, he's always had me back, bro, and he helped me so much, you know, and he's one of the dubs, and he always makes me videos, and, you know, he's been a big help in my life, Pablo, like, when it comes to the community. You know, Lee has also helped me, you know. And as you know, Finn, I've met a few people off YouTube. You know, I've met about 7 people, you understand? I met PD, I met Jimmy the Gent from Liverpool, I met Ben Monk, I met, who else did I meet? I met Foxy, I met Lee Marvin Hitchman. I always wanted to meet Lee. When I see what he done that day, when Ditchy hit living in London, side banged him, and Lee said, here, you can't be doing that, that's violating the man, you know. You don't do that. And fair play to Lee, he put himself in harm's way, you know, to say, here mate, you're not doing that to my man. You know, he's a long way from home, you know, you don't hit a man in the back of the fucking head. You know, only a cunt does that. You know, and that's how I got onto Lee. That's how I realised Lee was a good guy, you know. One of the tough guys like that. But he doesn't have to act like a tough guy, but it's there if he needs it. You know, that's the handy thing about knowing how to throw your fucking hands. Like, if you need it, it's like, if it saves your bacon, you know, so be it. I'm a big fan, use it. You know, don't abuse it, you know. But last night there was a hog in the garden, a hedgehog. But guys, I'm about to bring this live to an end because I'm going to watch something on the laptop, settle down, I'm going to take me meds and I'll watch something. What the fuck is that? Some fuck screaming, man.
Provides private investors access to the professional bullion market. It holds over $2 billion worth of clients' assets, the largest stock.
I'm watching something and I think it's someone in the fucking cell screaming, but he's in an interrogation room. So, yeah, I can't listen to that, man. It sounds like I'm fucking watching porn at people fucking screaming. Do you hear them screaming? I'm like, what the fuck? Hang on, red tree crime, is that what it's called? I can't. Shut up. Red tree crime, okay. Red tree crime. I'm subscribed. Finn, there's a thing called red tree crime. Hello, Mr. Jefferson. Finn, it's called red tree crime, right? That's what it looks like, yeah? The bag, right? And there's loads of videos on of police interrogations and murders and fucking...
When the police arrived on the scene,
hang on, show me the views. And I'm walking. Cop's wife realizes he knows about her affair.
on November 10th,
Okay.
Police responded to a 911 call from a woman claiming that her husband, Deputy Sheriff Winford Adams, had just shot and killed a man she was having an affair with.
No way.
Police arrived on scene. Winford
The
refused to
things men do for love, you know what I mean? It's like, now I'm walking through the fire, I was running.
On February 3rd, 2008, Rebecca Fenton called 911 after she found her husband's body lying on the floor of their Florida home.
Liar.
Emergency. Emergencies. I think my husband's been shot. My house has been burglarized. I just walked in. I don't know the pulse on him.
Yeah, so Finn, listen, tomorrow. Buggery. So tomorrow would be the best day to do it, Finn, because on Friday I'll have Thomas, so I won't be, you know what I mean? So if you have the time to do one tomorrow, I'd love to come on, because like I said, Finn, as you know, I don't go on anybody's life, but you're my brother, so, you know, and I believe you can get on that 1,000, you know what I mean? So fuck it. You know, my way works, and I'll prove it. It's like, if I'm gonna back anyone, I'm gonna back you, bro, because, you know, it's the right. It's like, I believe that you're the next generation of YouTuber on here, especially from Dublin, and with a bit of guidance and a bit of advice and what have you. I don't need to tell you fuck all, bro. You know, you're a creative young guy, like, you know, and it's like, I'd love to see you get another 200 and odd subs by Christmas, and it's like, if I have to put your name in every fucking video I make from tomorrow, I will. You know, I'm a bit disappointed with Jay for putting my name in that animals fucking category. Right, let me see, can I take you with me? What my phone is on, what? Let me see. Yeah, 7%, come on. So, I'll smoke this out the window. Hang on. Let me. Okay. Oh man. Right, let's just have to close the door, cause. Right, let me put this in. Sorry. Yeah, so Finn, like I said, if you want to do it tomorrow, I think tomorrow would be the best day to do it, because I'll have the little man on the Friday afternoon. So last weekend, Finn, I wasn't on, was I really? You know, I made a quick video or two with the little man, and it's like, I was like, no, see, while I have him, I you know, fuck me life, bro. You know, it's like, as long as I have me little fella there, bro. You know, I even went to bed at 10:30. You know, on the Saturday night with him. You know, I went to bed early. You know, brought up his water bottle or his water heater. You know, the little bottle warmer, and a couple of bottles. 3 o'clock he woke up, bro, in the morning. You know, just put the little thing on heat, give him his bottle, changed his nappy, and he nodded off back to sleep. You know what I mean? So it's like, and the fact that it'll give Lisa a break as well. Because, Finn, you know how hard it is, you know. And if you don't get a break, like Jade, like, you give Jade a break and vice versa, you know what I mean? But if you're doing it on your own, it can be difficult, you know. So I just, like, you know, it's like, now that I've had a couple of weeks to process, like, the most important thing is Thomas, and I don't want to be shouting around him, you know, because I remember being woke up with my dad as a kid, you know, dragging me ma across the floor, and I seen it, you know, and it wasn't pleasant. And it'd be a cold day in hell. I've never hit a chick in my life. It's never got to that. Do you understand? Don't get me wrong, I've had a couple of belts now off ex-missuses, and I've been hit with the odd ashtray, like, and kettle, and yeah, it's crazy, like, sometimes, you know, I look back and I was in a relationship for 22 years that went tits up in the end, you know, uh, and tits up in the end, you know, but like I said, if you're not happy, you know, there's nothing you can do. You can't make somebody else happy. You have to make themselves happy first. You know, it's like you can't really love people if you don't love yourself, and that's the truth. Because what happens is you give too much, and it's like you hold back too little, and that's the thing with love. It's like, you know, your heart is the biggest thing you can give away. But see, your time is precious when you're in your 50s. You know. Fuck me, I've got that many things next to me name. Complex PTSD, psychosis, fucking survivor's guilt, COPD, for fuck's sake, the list goes on. Now, what time is it? I'm gonna take my meds. Yeah, it's 20 to 11. Okay, so this is my ritual every night. Okay. Now I'm walking through the fire. I'll keep running. Right, so Finn, this is my nightly routine. Uh, so, metazapine, promethazine, sertraline, clothiapine, diazepam, 300, 200 milligram, 100 milligram of 100 milligram of clothiapine, 200 and 300 mils of clothiapine, 50 mils of sertraline, 15 mils of metazapine, 100 mils of promethazine, 2 milligram of diazepam. I'm on a very low dose diazepam, in all fairness. You know, I used to remember, I used to fucking eat fucking handfuls of things. But we only take the meds we're prescribed, you know. It's like I'm already in fucking trouble, and I don't even know what to on me back, you know. Yeah. Just didn't have to take pills every fucking night. But it's like, if it makes me calm, I'll do whatever I need to do. I just won't go back on my milk stabilizer. I can't. I won't. Yeah. And if the truth be told, man, 2 weeks ago, like that, I seen my leg fall apart, you know, in slow motion. It's like a sleepover now, but it's weird. The thing with complex PTSD, you see it in video, you know, like, there's certain things you can't do in your fucking head when you see them. I tell you what, winter is there, man, and it's like, it's cold out there, man. And you know what? I seen a hog in the garden last night, and down by that little fucking playhouse or what. A little hog, not a pig, a hedgehog. A little hedgehog. Oh, Larry. Mm. So, I'm watching something on Red Trade Crime on YouTube. Like, I like watching, you know, police interrogations and stuff like that. You know, I like watching like documentaries and stuff, you know, and there's plenty. Like, I've just taken me meds now, so I go in, turn the light off, watch something on the laptop, for an hour, and I'll fall asleep, you know, with loads of pillow, you know, like I hug me pillow like a big softie, you know, pretending that somebody, uh, and that's the fucking hard bit. Real silence. You know, some nights I lay here and I can hear the sirens on the fucking street. Something that's triggered me most in my life. It's become like a walk. It's become like a drawbridge. You know, it's become like a step ladder basically. You know, it's like I never thought something that scared me so much. Something when I used to hear it, I used to get hot sweats and all clammy and fucking, you know, and now it's a comfort. You know, fucking insane. You know, you can nearly overcome ant in life. You know, you just need a reason. Mm. So Finn, sometime tomorrow I'll dive on your stream now. Tomorrow will be the best day to do it. Lee keeps saying, dude, I'm coming up. He's been coming up since fucking last week, but no fairness, like when I needed a mate, he was there. You know, he said, Bob, I'll be up here today. Yeah, your mum was like, yeah. He said, right, I'll be there. He was in town the other day, plugging his book. Like, I should have gone in, but we had some, you know, going back into that some shit. Check that out just in case for later. Yep. Oh. Oh. To the fire. Red Tree Crime Film, it's called.
When the police arrived on scene, the top noticed that his body lying just inside the doorway to his home.
Yeah, right, so I've done 2 hours and 15 minutes, so I'm gonna stay at 11 and then I'm gone. But like I said, Finn, let me know on Instagram tomorrow what time you want to do it and I'll done. Or instead of doing me live in the afternoon if you want. Let me know what time you're doing your stream, yeah, don't come in. I'm gonna try to get you, you fucking subs, bro. You know, we'd love to see Pablo and you get the 1,000, man. You know, if Abel can, bro, you can do it. You know, fair play to them. The lads out working, I believe. I'm happy to hear that. You know, all you need is a little bit of belief in yourself or someone to believe in you, you know? Mm. So, like I said, bro, every night I'll come up to bed, I'll watch something, take my tablets, knock everything off. Like I said, there's 4 pillows on this bed, though, and it's so comfortable, this bed, you know. And I don't have my son punching me in the face. But the other night I had him pinned in me, bro, look, so it's like the other night, yeah. So against the wall, yeah. So I had a pillow like that, yeah. I had one like that, right? I had this one here like that. So I had him boxed in, right? He was laying right next to me, you know. It's like, and I was like, I was just making sure that he was comfortable and, you know, he had loads of pillows and, you know, it was brilliant just having him here on his own, you know, like me lads here, you know, and it's like knowing that he was on the inside right next to me, bro, you know, I had my arm around him and his little hand was wrapped around my finger, you know, and it's like, we go sleep. Bro, I sang somewhere over the fucking rainbow, and bro, honestly, it was the worst version of somewhere over the rainbow. I even added my own fucking words, bro. But it worked. I sang us broke to sleep. Somewhere over the rainbow, way, oh boy. After that, bro, I was adding my own words. Do you understand? Like, I want to read them stories. Do you understand? I want to read them Jack and the Beanstalk. I want to read them the Three Bears. And I want to read them about you can't forget the wolf, you know, who will huff and puff and blow your fucking house down. Bro, see, my version is fucking fun. It's like, you know, and it's like, I'd start to sing to him. I'd put fucking anyone to sleep, you know, but I was adding someday I wish upon a star and wonder who the fuck you were beside me. I'm not joking, this version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow is the worst version of it in the world. You know, I was adding my own words to it, like, and it's just like that, like, you know, it's like, and it's like, bro, you're living the dream, you know. You've got a little boy, man, you know, that looks at you for support and looks at you for guidance and, you know, and his little hand, his little fat fists holding my finger. You know, and bro, I'm not joking you, it's like I'm so fucking content when he's here. You know, it's like, and the fact that I'm 51 and I have a 1.5 year old, you know. It's like even getting on the bus with the pram, bro. The last time I done that, Jesus Christ, like, you know, but I embrace it, you know. It's like because his uncles are here with me, you know. One of them's not here tonight, you know, but a few boys downstairs, I just left them too, you know what I mean, having a drink, yeah, so I said I'd come up here. I said I'll come up here because, you know, just let them do that thing there. Brothers, they have different mates and what have you, and it's like I just like, you know what I mean, his mate come up, so his mate might stay here tonight, you know, go home tomorrow, whatever, like, you know, but we can accommodate people. It's a big enough house, you know. And one of the boys is out tonight, so there's a spare room, so there's someone to fill the room tonight, you know.
Earlier, and Larry wouldn't get up and lock the front door. He'll do all that at night. You guys normally leave your doors
I'm having a walnut whip, you know. I was looking at it in the fridge all day today, and it's like I didn't want to have a go over because it belonged to Alex.
I feel like I can't think. I feel like my mind's on
But
the side of my head. Okay.
we're having a go over it. As you said, I can have it.
I'm worried about the fact that it's a huge shock.
At the end, we will fit your LTP, which stands for long-term prosthesis. Again,
Okay.
we call them finals for a reason.
5 minutes,
Long-term medical device.
and I'm gone.
And we make
I'm gonna
ours
watch
out of
this.
titanium PMMA. And
So I think the British are good now.
to support the lip.
Rebecca claims that while she
I'll
was
see you
exercising
tomorrow.
behind her home in a makeshift
Finn,
gym, she heard a loud
if you
bang.
want,
At first,
we'll do
she
this
ignored the
live
sound,
tomorrow.
which the detectives found very strange.
Just find the
But
time
eventually she would go
that
check
you're
on her
free,
husband,
yeah.
using the back door to their home.
And
Larry's
if
body was
your
positioned
missus
in a
doesn't
way
mind,
that it appeared he had been trying to run out the front door when he was shot
and
from
I
behind.
can have your
Larry's
attention
watch
for
and
an
wallet were
hour.
missing, and it appeared as if someone had run around the house, pulling
And
out
every
random
video I
drawers,
make
trying
on
to make
from
it look
here
like
on
a
out,
burglary.
I'm going
The
to tag
problem
it in it.
was that usually a thief will run away when they encounter
Right.
a homeowner.
I'm
Larry had been
closing
shot
in
in
on
the
my
back,
own
which
target for him.
means he had been running
We're
away
in
from the thief,
5,000
so there should have
subs.
been
I'm
no reason the thief would need to
960
murder the
away.
homeowner.
As far as firearms in the
I know, hear it.
if you got firearms,
Yours too.
okay, we bought one very, very recently.
Yeah.
You just have one gun in the house.
You know, I can't wait
Is
to
it a
see you hit your
handgun,
1,000.
shotgun,
You
or
know.
rifle? It's
I'm
something
surprised
that
you've
you
not
can
gone
use.
past it
I don't know
already,
a
but
lot
you
about
will.
it, but we bought it
Trust me, you will.
recently, and
It's
it's
only a matter of
registered, so
time.
I can't tell you the exact date. Is it registered?
I'll tag you and Pablo in every fucking video I make
Don't
from
quote
here
me.
on
I
out.
think Larry told me that
It's like, and anybody that's not sub to Finn, he's trying to get to his first 1,000, right?
Like I couldn't put it in the car.
And if you're not sub to Pablo, Pablo's the same, but Pablo's too humble and noble and fucking stubborn. I love Pablo. Pablo helped me survive.
And it was kept in our bedroom. She were under fire.
Before I go, I'll tell you what Pablo did for me. Alcohol cost me £290,000. And Pablo helped me get past. He planted the seed in me head. You know, he was like the big brother I never had. Out of everybody that's helped me on YouTube, Pablo is that guy. You know, that made me see sense, and he gave me a lot of wisdom. You see, because Pablo's had mental health illness since he's 6. He's certified psychotic like myself, and we had that in common on mental health. We also had the fact that we were Irish, but we were also Dubs, and he always took me side, Pablo. It's like, and he's always backed me from day one, you know, and it's like, I've always said this, if everybody was like Pablo on YouTube, YouTube would be a better place, you know. But anyway, we are out. I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm about to watch me stuff. Well, watch something for it now. Anyway, good night. Finn, send me a message on Instagram. I'll check my Instagram when I wake up tomorrow. And if you leave me a message and say, right, Jude, I'm going to do a stream here at 12. If you're about fucking dive on like that. Right, we out. I'll see you tomorrow.